Taraji P. Henson needs no introduction. She's dazzled audiences with both her television and film work and has become loved by millions of fans around the world. It's no surprise then that she's amassed a $25 million fortune. Historically in Hollywood, women haven't received pay rates equal to their male counterparts, and Henson is working for change. So today, we're looking at Taraji P. Henson's rich lifestyle and how she spends her millions. You don't want to miss this list. First up, life in the Windy City. Taraji currently plays the character Cookie Leon on the show Empire. The show is shot in Chicago, and Taraji reportedly purchased a $1.5 million condo there. Back in 2017, Taraji sold another condo of equal value in the same building. But as you'll see, Taraji owns much more than just a $1 million condo. She also owns a sprawling mansion in the Laurel Canyon area of Los Angeles. Back in 2015, Taraji had another mansion up in the Hollywood Hills area worth $3 million. She was hoping to sell the property and make a profit, however, it sat on the market for a few years and she ended up selling it at a loss of approximately $650,000. Taraji has a habit of investing in real estate, and like the stock market, the real estate market has a tendency to fluctuate wildly up and down. Her home in the Hollywood Hills was more or less a palace than an actual house and featured some seriously impressive architecture and design. So if there's two things that Taraji clearly loves to do with her millions, it's buy condos and mansions. These aren't merely status symbols for the starlet, but rather investment vehicles designed to expand her overall net worth. Up next, Taraji has a generous heart. Back in 2002, Taraji purchased a gorgeous home in Glendale, California for just over $400,000. The home is really spacious and has a backyard pool which is surrounded by lush tropical plants and trees. Taraji decided to use the home as a rental property for middle-income families. In 2019, just before the world was impacted by the COVID pandemic, Taraji decided to spread some of her wealth and kindness around and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars flipping her stepmother's home to something much more modern and luxurious. This was Taraji's way of saying thank you to her stepmother for all of the love and support she gave Taraji over the years. Next up, Taraji buys houses like a girl buys shoes. Taraji reportedly purchased a fourth home in LA back in 2010 that has over 4,000 square feet of luxurious living space. The mansion has 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a breathtaking view of downtown Los Angeles, and even a fully equipped home gym. And it's clear that Taraji has no intentions of slowing the expansion of her impressive real estate portfolio anytime soon. Fast forward to 2016, when Taraji gets the home buying itch again and looks to her favorite home hunting ground, the Hollywood Hills. Taraji's eye for hidden real estate gems helped her to discover what is perhaps the golden egg, so to speak, of her entire collection. A $6.5 million Spanish-style villa nestled away in an extremely secluded corner of the Hollywood Hills. In fact, Taraji's home is much more secluded than the majority of the homes in the celebrity-filled locale. Up next, Taraji's cars and her bling. Aside from real estate, Taraji has an affinity for high-end cars and jewelry. You may recall the film that Taraji did called Proud Mary, which was released in 2018. In the film, Taraji drove a black 2017 Maserati Quattroporte 6, which was fully loaded. Many people don't realize this, but that was actually Taraji's own car. And brand new, it was valued at nearly $200,000. After all, nothing says luxury like fine Italian engineering. Taraji has also been seen driving a Lexus sedan, a GMC Yukon Denali, one of the most expensive luxury SUVs on the market. Okay, now let's talk bling. Taraji also owns a diamond luminance necklace worth an estimated $100,000. The necklace, which looks like something Queen Elizabeth II would wear, has dangled around Taraji's neck at a number of red carpet galas and events, including the Oscars. The Proud Mary star is also the proud owner of a $10,000 white gold ring encrusted with the finest diamonds and a jaw-dropping emerald the size of an acorn. Hopefully, if she decides to take a swim with the ring, she wears a life jacket, because otherwise, she'll sink straight to the bottom. And to be honest, when it comes to Taraji's collection of bling, what we've mentioned is really only the tip of a very large diamond-studded iceberg. Taraji owns several dozen pieces of jewelry, and her collection is estimated to be worth north of $1.5 million. Next up, Taraji tries to better the world around her through philanthropy. The Boris Lawrence Henson Foundation was founded in 2018 and is one of the leading advocacy groups in the United States whose mandate is to provide top-tier mental health care to African Americans. The foundation foundation was named after Taraji's father, Vorіձ Lawrense Henson. It's no secret that despite her extreme success and nominations for both Emmy and Academy Awards, that earlier in life, Taraji suffered with severe mental health issues and at the time didn't have access to the proper care, support, or resources. The BLHF seeks to ensure that members of underserved Black communities have clear access to mental health service providers and a growing network of therapists and counselors. The BLHF has garnered a very positive reputation as an organization committed to mental health care. With corporate partners, the foundation has launched programs and campaigns in Black communities nationwide. The foundation also provides students who are interested in careers in the mental health sector with resources to help further their education and career training. The BLHF extends its support to at-risk youth in schools and criminals in an effort to curb rates of recidivism. At its core, the essence of the foundation's mission is Black empowerment. Taraji has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to this worthwhile organization and has become a spokesperson in the world of mental health advocacy. Up next, fighting for equal pay for women in the film industry. As we mentioned, Taraji has won a myriad of awards and has been nominated for scores of others. She's a member of a special club of super successful African-American starlets who even earned herself a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. For years, actors have discussed the obvious pay disparities between not only African-American and white actors, but also male and female actors. And when you consider the astronomical sums of money that studios can make at the box office, it really doesn't make sense that actors starring in their films should be shortchanged. For example, famous African-American actor Chris Tucker was paid a meager $10,000 for acting in the film Friday. The film went on to make millions of dollars and has become a cult classic. You may remember the film The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, starring film industry heavyweights Cate Blanchett and Brad Pitt. The film was a box office success and grossed over $330 million. The film's producers wanted Taraji in the film and reached out to her, but when Taraji requested $500,000 to play the character Queenie, her request was rejected, and she was ultimately paid $100,000. After taxes, Taraji was left with a little over $4,000. Blanchett and Pitt were paid millions. Taraji was understandably upset and made it clear that she didn't feel Blanchett and Pitt didn't deserve what they got, but considering where she was in her career at the time, she felt she deserved more. Since her experience with Benjamin Button, Taraji has started rejecting lowball offers and has publicly stated that if studios want a discount price, they ought to find a discount actress. Finally, we'll take a look at what the future holds for Taraji. There's no question that Taraji's success as Cookie Leon on the show Empire has helped propel her to superstardom. Her appearances in films such as What Men Want, Proud Mary, Baby Boy, Hustle and Flow, and Tyler Perry's Acrimony have also helped secure her rise to fame. In fact, according to Taraji, it wasn't until she worked with Tyler Perry on the film The Family That Prays that she began to be paid what she's really worth. Although Taraji never disclosed what Perry paid her, she was certainly pleased because the pair would work together again on I Can Do Bad All By Myself and Acrimony. Despite her fame and fortune, Taraji still appreciates the simpler things in life. One of the things she likes to do is go shopping at Target. She's always loved the discount chain store, even long before she was famous, and still goes there. Taraji has said, and we quote, "I go early in the morning now, wear sweats and a hat, and I don't make eye contact with anybody. By the time I'm done, I usually have 2 carts." Taraji insists that at her core, she is quoted, "Just a girl from the hood who had dreams. My angels definitely looked over me." She thanks her father, who died a few years ago, for instilling her with the requisite confidence needed to succeed in one of the most competitive industries in the entire world. Thank you for listening and watching. Please click like and subscribe to our channel. More exciting and informative videos are on the way.